Hi! Today's presentation is just a tutorial learning how to solve for gravity using our potential energy formula. We will not use this very often because our gravity will be the same on Earth no matter what. It's always going to be 9.8 meters per second. But let's say we were trying to solve for the gravity on a different planet, or in a vacuum, or in a place with artificial gravity. Then we'd have to solve for the gravity for that situation. So we can use this formula to solve for our gravity. So let's get started. In this tutorial, we will be learning how to solve for gravity using potential energy formula, as I was saying. So, our question is, an astronaut is doing some experiments on Mars. The astronaut holds a 5-kilogram ball approximately 4 meters above the ground. The ball has a total potential energy of 74.22 joules. What is the gravity found on Mars? So we can tell that we are going to be solving for potential energy. So the first thing we got to do is draw our chart. Now that we got our chart drawn, we find our first item. The first item that we see is 5 kilograms. Kilograms tells us that is a mass, so I'm going to put that in our mass spot. Then we keep reading. Approximately 4 meters above the ground. That's right there. So I'm going to plug that in for our height. Next, 74.22 joules is our potential energy. So, we got our 3 givens, and we know we're solving for gravity on Mars. So we're going to put a question mark there, so we know what we're solving for. Now that we got that information, we can now find our formula. Remember this triangle? We learned about this a while back, and you saw this in the potential energy tutorial video. This triangle, if we want to find out what we're solving for, how to write our formula, we just cover up the item we are looking for. So in this case, we're looking for gravity, so we're going to cover that up. So when we cover that up, we're left with potential energy, mass, and height. And our formula is going to be potential energy divided by mass times height. This is because potential energy is over these two, is over the mass and the height, so that's where we get the slash from. And since these are next to each other, on the same level, we're going to multiply those two. So, our formula is gravity equals potential energy over mass times height. So we pull our formula up into the workbox, substitute in our information. Gravity equals 74.22 joules divided by 5 kilograms times 4 meters. We multiply first according to our orders of operations. So 5 times 4 will give us a total of 20. We take that 20, and now we're going to divide 74.22 joules by that 20. And when we get that, we get a total of 3.711 for our gravity. Take that, we pull it down, and we attach our unit. Now gravity is a form of acceleration, and a form of acceleration to the ground, so we are going to use the unit meters per second. So 3.711 meters per second is the gravity that can be found on Mars. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any more questions on how to solve any other problem using the potential energy formula, take a look at any of the other videos. Have a nice night.